We began the house addition at the cottage by putting the cement blocks down on the ground about where we wanted them. Then we dug down to, we hit some clay below the soil, and then we got those all set in place. Took out the underpinning from the cottage. Didn't need it in our way, so we could get tied in with the rafters on the floor. We went and drug up a bunch of timbers that my son-in-law had left over from back when he worked in construction. These were treated timbers he had piled up out in the woods back behind the cottage there, where he was going to build a house or structure of some kind. Since he had abandoned that project, he said we could use the wood, so it saved us several $100s. We were able to salvage some wood and get it all framed up. The piers were some piers we had down at the old house site that we had going to do one time and abandoned it because I got laid off from my job back in 1982. So we were using the piers that we would have used in that old house, and we were using some treated lumber here that Scott had given to us, said we could use. And we got it all framed up there, ready for the decking on the floor. We spent most of our time getting that good and level and square as best we could, and then roughed the plumbing in, tied the new drain line into the old one, and roughed the plumbing in. You can see it sticking up through the decking there, where the toilet's going to be in the sink. Later on we'll have a shower on the outside there, on the outside corner edge. We set up a spotlight, worked at night time. It was very comfortable doing so. It was cool at night, and much cooler instead of being that hot sun. And so we worked late into the night, framing up the walls, getting them ready to go. So then the next step was the rafters. We got, as you can see, the rafters are starting up there, and with the little bit of decking on them. Got those all put up. We used hurricane brackets to hold the rafters in place. That works really nice, and should be able to withstand any wind. Got it all decked across the top, tar paper across the top. We'll come back later and add the metal roofing after that. So, and here's the where we've stopped. We got the door kind of just standing there. It's not really hooked up yet. I just put a couple screws in it to hold it there, and that's where we've left off. So I'll add more to this video just a little later on. Well, I'm taking back up where left off with the remodeling of the cottage. We have pictures here. We're again working at night where it was cooler and don't have the sun beating down on you, because as of this point we had not installed the air conditioner. But I'm getting the door, outside door, all fixed up there and enclosed. This night work is really pretty good. Janie and I are night owls anyway, so working night was just a good thing to do, and we'd sleep late and not worry about working out in the hot during all that time. Got that door hooked up there, and it turned out they didn't have the right pins for the hinge of the door. I put some that were too small, and then the door didn't work good, so I've still got that project to do. I've got to get some different hinges for the door. But it works good enough for us to get in and out of, so I'm outside here just putting finishing screws on that door, getting it all placed. You can see there we've got the eaves underpinned on it. Got all that done. Got a picture of it being painted later. And here's some more pictures of the outside. Just got the tin roof yet to put on, and Jason and Angie will come in from France, and when they got here they were a big help. He and Brother Manaries went inside and did the sheetrock work for me, at least quite a bit of it, and I sure appreciated that. That was a big help. And I made a little step there, as you can see, to get in and out that back door. And here's working on the inside walls, getting the division up for the bathroom wall. Got that all set in place, and they're doing electrical work. Got all the plugs wired in, and this is the breaker box. It will be inside a closet inside the bathroom. getting the plugs installed. That's the hole for the air conditioner and the insulation we'll put in the walls. Got the air conditioner in. That was a big plus. We turned that thing on right away and get started cooling that room off. You can see the door for the bathroom standing there next to the air conditioning unit. And so we got the things. Later on I had to come back and add a switch, and I'll show a picture of that in a bit. Installing the toilet flange there, and now Jason is helping me with the roof, getting the tin on. He did a great job. He knew about putting on these metal roofs. He'd done it before, and that was a big help. He knew exactly how to go about doing that, so we worked together and got that metal roof on the house. And it did rain on us afterwards, and the roof leaked where it tied into the other part of the cottage. It hit the wall and just run down the wall inside the cottage. So we'll have pictures here in a moment of us putting vinyl siding on the end of that, and that overlaps the tin, so that now we have no leaks at all. Really came out really good. That's me and Jason up on the roof there. I enjoy working with Jason. He's a lot of fun to work with. He's very gifted at doing work, and he's a hard worker. Just enjoyed his fellowship with him. Here in a minute we'll show you some pictures of the boys. The boys wanted to get up on the roof too, which is kind of exciting for them, and I didn't mind, as long as Jason didn't mind. So we would invite them up after we get this roof all tied down, screwed in place. And there they are. We got them up on there. They were a little leery, a little worried about coming back down off that roof, but they were excited to be up on the roof. Janie doesn't care much about going up and down the ladder, so later on when we show the pictures, I'll show you a picture of Janie coming in and out that window upstairs in the loft, we call it, of the cottage. But the boys were excited about getting to be up on the roof. Got still a lot of work to do inside the cottage yet. Had a vent. We'd installed a vent for the bathroom. Jason boxed that in for me. Got that all there. There it is. And he's and Janie and I, after they left, went back to France. We got up here and did this vinyl siding. We covered that with tar paper, as you can see, and then we put vinyl siding across that. It was cloudy on this day we're up there, and that always helps to be cloudy, keep that sun from beating down on you so bad. And so we just got that, and that stopped the leak. We didn't have the leak going down in there to the cottage anymore. After putting that flashing on there. I'm going to be putting metal roof on our other house in that's there. My brother Steve has moved out, and I'm going to get that all remodeled, and got to start with the roof. Try to get the roof. It's got a leak up there, and I'm going to get that fixed. But this vinyl siding and that flashing and all that fixed the problem, and it looks nice. Won't have to have to paint it. And then put a frame around that window. Should have replaced that window with a vinyl window, one that was instead of that aluminum one, but I didn't have the money, so just didn't take much money to put this vinyl siding. It's not a lot of vinyl there, and so we had to get that. Janie's up there with me. She works with me all the way. I enjoy working with her. We have a good time. You can see our bottles of water up on that roof there. That's 2 of those are frozen solid. We lay them out in the sun, let them be cooling, so we can drink some cool water. That brown roof was getting really hot, and it's just naturally hot in Texas. It all came out pretty good, I thought. They're going to try to eventually vinyl siding the whole house, this whole cottage, as money will allow, and we'll get this project done.
It's 12 o'clock.
There's a window we were climbing in and out of. You can see it's open there. I chose to go up and down by the ladder. It was just a little too big to go in there. Here goes Janie in the window now. I got snapshots of her climbing in and out of that window. She's a big help to me. Vinyl siding done. Came out good. Won't have to ever paint that. We have now coming up the electrical work I did on the inside. We wanted to add another light switch to the other side of the room so you can turn the light on from either side and get that done. This is more the get ready for painting. I had to do some more enclosing of the eaves. Had to saw off this excess around the door. Put a door facing around it. So we got that worked on. You see, I take that reciprocal saw and just cut that excess off that door. That door was made for a wide wall, not a 2x4 wall that we use. So. But you know, it's a free door, so I can't complain about free. And so I just took the Sawzall and made my way around that thing. Got it cut out. That 8-foot step ladder sure is a handy thing. A fiberglass ladder. You can see the tin sticking over the roof there, so that it keeps the rain off that face board. Set it up for solar panel. I was given a solar panel from, I guess it was Christmas or birthday, I don't remember now which. Justin and Sarah, my daughter Sarah and her husband gave it a gift certificate, and I went and got this solar panel. I'll be putting up pictures about that. And so when you saw that picture of this, the 4-light switch, you throw them up to run off the battery, and you push them down to run off the power. So I call it sun and earth because we get our electricity from coal-powered plants. Well, we got time to paint the outside, so we took the white paint. This is Kills primer we put on it, and got it painted. Janie was good at this too. You'll see a picture of her painting. There's the air conditioning unit. You can see in place. We got the paint. Here goes Janie. She took after it. She did a good job. And there it is, all primed up. And that wood really soaked up the paint. And there you can see the last picture of the air conditioning unit there. And this is a view out the back door. We've got the, and I'll be adding more to this as we get more done.